character development stage 4 under level 2 or level 2 stage 4, which is what we call as law and order orientation. Here in this stage, the child blindly accepts rules and convention because of their importance in maintaining a functioning society. Rules are seen as being the same for everyone, and obeying rules by doing what one is supposed to do is seen as valuable and important. So here, the child recognizes the importance of the rules and also the value of society. Alam na ng bata kung ano yung dapat niyang gawin, kung ano yung dapat niyang sundin, at ano ba yung mga bagay na hindi niya dapat gawin o yung mga bagay na hindi niya dapat sundin. Dahil nakaka-recognize na siya since early on stage 1 and 2, as what we have discussed previously, nakaka-recognize na siya ng figures of authority. Dito naman sa stage 4, nakaka-recognize na siya ng importance of regarding the functioning society. So dito naman sa level 3, which is the last level, what we call as post-conventional, throughout the post-conventional level, a person's sense of morality is defined in terms of more abstract principles and values. People now believe that some laws are unjust and should be changed or eliminated. In this level, people have awakened about the realities of life. People will now recognize individual judgment that is based on self chosen principles, and their moral reasoning is now based on individual rights and justice, meaning our vocabulary of rules, choices, and preferences are now widened. We can therefore decide if we will do this or we don't do that, whether we obey this or we will not obey that. So meaning, mas malawak na ang ating pananaw sa mga batas. Alam na natin na may loopholes sa batas or sa gobyerno, at alam na rin natin kung ano yung mga bagay na dapat nating sundin, especially in a given situation. On stage 5, which we call a social contract orientation, the world is viewed as holding different opinions, rights, and values. And on this orientation, this stage includes what is right, individual rights, and standards which have been critically examined and agreed upon. So dito, nalalaman na ng mga bata, may concept at may knowledge na sila na lahat ng batas ay masusing pinag-aralan. One says these rights have been examined, and since they are right, they are the ones to be followed. So lahat ng batas na ito ay kailangang sundin sapagkat ito ay masusing pinag-aralan. Sa stage 6 naman, which is the last stage of the last level, what we call as universal ethical principle orientation. It says here that moral reasoning is based on abstract reasoning using universal ethical principles. So generally, the chosen principles are abstract rather than concrete and focus on ideas such as equality, dignity, and respect. One example for the universal principle is what we call as the NAP, the non-aggression principle. This non-aggression principle prohibits aggression or the initiation of force or violence against another person. Example of aggression includes murder, rape, kidnapping, assault, robbery, theft, and vandalism. So on this stage, adults already have a full concept or a widened concept about the universal principle that must be followed in our society. Alam na ng adult kung na hindi siya dapat mag-enforce ng any kind of aggression. Examples of aggressions are the ones I've mentioned before, like murder, rape, kidnapping, assault, robbery, theft, and vandalism. So that sums up the moral character development. I I want you to remember, and let's have a short recap regarding the three levels, what we call pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional level according to Kohlberg's stages of moral development. And each level contains two stages. Please study further about this topic, and our GC is always open for your questions, any concerns, or any thing that you wanted to share as a clarification or your personal experience about the topic that we have just discussed. Thank you for listening. Once again, this is Alan Busa, your professor. and for this topic, moral character development. Thank you.